Yeah, cause no, that isn't scary. Not scary. I'm pretty scared right now. Hey guys, this is Drive By, bringing you another commentary. This is the Evil Within review. I'm gonna let you know how the game was, and if any of the questions that I had at the end of the game were answered. So pretty much, the game's about, and by the way, massive spoiler alert. Uh, this game's about a guy named Sebastian Castellanos. I don't know if I said his name right, but whatever. He's called in to investigate a massacre at a mental hospital. And as he's investigating the cameras, he gets knocked out and put in this thing called STEM, which makes him, I don't know, go into an imaginary world of the main antagonist named Rubik. Now, this game uh, kind of blends, in my opinion, kind of blends the whole Resident Evil 1 survival horror, where you have like almost no ammo, and kind of mixes it with Resident Evil 4 kind of feel. Um, the game's actually pretty good. The voice acting could be a little bit better. Sometimes you don't really see emotion out of the main protagonist until the end of the game, which even then is very minimum. Um, but it kind of gives you it's kind of frustrating at times when not just from dying a lot, it's just the fact that knowing that your enemies are better equipped than you are. I spent the entire game at like 1/4 of health. um, but at least now that I've beat the game, I know that it can be done. uh, the ammo I the ammo is very, very minimum. The game makes you think. It makes you think of how you want to approach the situation. Um, it makes you just watch and learn from your mistakes. I know I've died, like, I remember at the end of the game it said I died 124 times, and that was from, player error. Uh, you know, Not doing it right, running out of ammo, stuff like that, or using the ammo to my advantage to make something in the environment work for me. Um, but other than that, it gives a very classic Resident Evil 1 feel, and it pays homage to the game in many ways. The beginning sequence where you see that your officer partner, whatever, uh, turns his head and looks at you like the first zombie you find in Resident Evil 1 was actually pretty good. I noticed that right away, and I love that they did that because the Resident Evil series is my favorite series. I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil 4, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. It's just, I'm more into the Resident Evil 1 through Code Veronica era, and I really enjoyed it, and it was a lot scarier that way. I feel like the third person view kind of ruins the scare factor. I don't think at any point in time, other than when I was facing Laura, was I really actually horrified at the game. Other than that, it's fucking fantastic. Uh, I give this game, a 7.8, just for the fact that the voice acting could be a little bit better, and which goes on to my next part. Another thing that I find is wrong with it is it leaves too many loopholes in the story. All throughout the thing, I was just trying to get into the story, and it leaves a lot of loopholes. Like, by the end of the game, the questions I was asking were, whatever happens to Kidman, all right, a more detailed explanation on what happened to Rubik, which I kind of already do. I feel like at the end of the game, he resonated into Leslie, which um, he starts walking with a different demeanor than the actual Leslie does. So I think that's what happened to them. And it says Joseph was killed by Kidman, um, but it doesn't really show him dying. It just shows him getting shot, and his body wasn't in the stem thing. So I don't know what's going on with him. I would like to see something. I would like a little bit more resolution on that. Secondly, uh, I want to know more. I know Laura is Rubik's sister, that little spider lady in the background. Um, I want to know a little bit more information about her. Couple information was given through notes and articles and stuff like that, but I want to know what's her deal, and I want to know the keeper's deal. Like, how did the keeper came apart? Really, all that really hints to the keeper and his backstory is just, it says, uh, pray to God no one opens the vault or they will pay the ultimate price. Like, that's not a lot to give me. I want to get into the lore because the game has a lot of lore around it, but it's just too much. It's too much backfill. Like, it just leaves so many unanswered questions, and I would like to know, you know. And not only that, but I would want. What I feel like is, I feel like at the end of the game, the main protagonist is still in the stem, but I'm not too sure. It just feels that way for some reason. I don't know why, but I feel like this game was a good reboot of the whole survival horror series, and I think they need to disclose some more information and actually get it done. I think this was a good reboot of the survival horror genre, and as always, if you like the video, subscribe, and you guys have a great day.